Well, my major is computer graphics, which kind of just translates to graphic design. And I pretty much kind of chose it because it was one of the venues I figured I could make money somewhere doing something like artistically inclined, because that's me personally. I want to be able to create things and kind of bring things to fruition like that. I would definitely like to do typography and stuff for like graphic designs for advertising, magazines, package design. I would kind of like to be able to take what I learned from graphic design, Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, working stuff like that, and seeing how I can apply it into the fine arts, because I'm someone who really appreciates the fine arts. The technology was there, and it's something that I just kind of naturally was inclined to want to get a hold of. I'm someone who wants to be able to get attached to certain things that I find out, anything that's particularly new. I want to tinker with it, mess with it, and see what I can basically create with it. My mom kind of encouraged a lot of that when I was younger, because she was like a fine artist herself, and she kind of dabbled in photography. She was a major of photography over at UT Arlington. She kind of saw some stuff I would do, and she would always tell me that she saw my stuff and was like, oh, this can kind of go somewhere. And she kind of just coached me into wanting to create. I wanted to go to El Centro first because I've been through downtown a lot. There's a lot of interesting people here, and it's close to Deep Ellum, and that's like a really nice art, metroplex, I guess you could call it. They've got some of the most friendliest teachers in the program that I've seen, like Mr. Rodriguez, who does Photoshop, and Omar, who does digital art. He's one of the people I've got the pleasure of meeting while going to El Centro. And it's like one of the best experiences going there, because it's like a really face-to-face. You can really get to be right inclined with these teachers together, and they do a wonderful job of like coaching you. You really feel like they actually care about your future, and you really feel like they actually care about how you're getting a skill. They want to be able to nurture and build a skill from you, and it's a really closely knit community. Right now I'm kind of doing 3D design, sculpture, and Photoshop. I'm in my first Photoshop one. And in those classes, I would start off with sculpture. I'm kind of learning how to take, well, in 3D design too, but I'm taking like three-dimensional stuff, or two-dimensional, and going to three-dimensional, and kind of working with that idea of how I can make certain things tangible like that, certain two-dimensional things work. And then Photoshop's kind of the backward. It's kind of, you're dealing most with like three-dimensional ideas for me, and going back into two dimensions, how I can make sense of them, how I can make sense of certain angular properties, color palette wise, and stuff like that. I always meet some of the most interesting people that I will probably ever come into contact with, for as of right now. They've got people of so many different ethnicities and backgrounds and cultural mind frames. There's a whole bunch of different ideas around in college. I guess that's just I really guess that's a part of college in a sense, but it's on emphasis right now, I guess, into the community, because it's cool to see that these people actually live around you, and you can kind of just go visit them at some point in time, whenever.